Hi everybody, I hope you're having a very wonderful day. Today we are going to be unboxing the January Boxycharm. I'm very excited to get into this. Last month's Boxycharm was just like, and I really hope this one is like fantastic because Boxycharm is like one of my favorite things. So I'm really hoping this month is great. This month's theme is "And the Charm Goes To," and we have all of our products on the back with prices, but I'm going to set that aside so we don't get it ruined. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out the first thing I see in here, and this is the fan brush. I think there are two options for fan brushes this month, and this one is the crown brush, and the other one was another brush from a company I have never heard of. But let's go ahead and open this one up. Ooh, it's very soft, like crazy soft. I just recently got my very first fan brush from Real Techniques, but now I have this one. This one is super soft. It feels like I'm basically touching nothing if I just barely glide my fingers over the bristles, and I think it's really pretty. I like it. Alright, next up I feel some bubble wrap. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Okay, I already know what this is because I can't, the spoilers, you can't avoid them. They're everywhere. So I knew that everybody was going to be getting this little highlight set this month. This is the brand Vintage. This looks very similar to the packaging from the highlight we got like a month or two ago. It just has these pretty gold roses on it, and this is supposed to be like a two-pan highlighter in the shades Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. Alright, so this is the packaging. It basically looks like a more elongated version of the highlighter we got not too long ago. It just says Vintage here on this creamy like hard plastic compact. Okay, when you open it up, there is a very large mirror here at the base, but I don't want to blind you guys. And then we have our two shades here. This one over here is the Chocolate Diamond, and this is the Rose Quartz. Oh, they're very soft to the touch. So this is Chocolate Diamond on my finger, and this is Rose Quartz. I could see how that could be a touch powdery. Let's go ahead and get some swatches going. Ooh, those are actually super pretty. I feel like I want to even say that this one is softer than the highlight that I received before. Like, I know it's the same highlight and everything, but it just feels softer. Anyway, here are our two shades. We have our Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. I think they're actually very pretty. Let's go ahead and give this a little test with our fan brush. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like powder fallout that's happening when I touch it with the brush, but let's go ahead and just try a little bit of this on the cheek. Alright, so that's actually kind of pretty. It's not showing up like crazy intense on the camera or in person actually, but it is kind of pretty and it does give a nice glow to the skin. Alright, so I'm liking it. I actually think it's kind of pretty. I do wish we didn't get the same type of product from the same company. If they wanted to do something else from the Vintage company, but that was a different product, I think I would have preferred that. Alright, next up in here we have something from Pure Cosmetics, and this is a cheek stain. Oh, okay, I hate to sound so disappointed about that. This is in the shade Cabernet, but I'm just not a huge fan of cheek stains. I have to say that every cheek stain I've ever gotten has just kind of sat there and I've never really used it. It looks pretty though. Like, that's a pretty container. If this is the shade, that is a very bright like violet. I've never worn a shade this color on my cheeks before. Is this what it's supposed to look like? Like, this is all the product that's in there, and it looks like one of those glue sticks that kids use that are purple, but it looks dried out actually. Alright, let's just do a little swatch here on my wrist. Ooh, okay, it's not dried out, but it is definitely an intense color. It is more on the like pinky violet side. Alright, reaching back in, we have more bubble wrap. Alright, next up we have an Adesse, A-D-E-S-S-E, New York, and this is an organic infused nail treatment. Ooh, okay, again, I don't want to seem disappointed. Let's go ahead and get into this guy and see what it really is. Alright, this looks like a little fingernail polish. Is it a treatment that you like wipe off, or is it, let's see. Oh, actually very interesting. This is a matte top coat, so I'm guessing it makes your fingernail polish look matte. I've never had one of those before. As most of you know, I don't have much experience with fingernail polish. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this over my fingernail and see what happens. Alright, and while that is drying, let's go ahead and get the last thing out of our box, which is this Oscar Blandi Pronto dry shampoo spray. Now, a couple months back in a video, I talked about how I never use dry shampoo. I don't really know how to use it, and since then I have become like a dry shampoo addict. I love it. It makes things so much easier, so hopefully this will be a really good one that I can use. I've really been wanting to buy the detox one from Drybar, but it is $23. I'm like, I can't spend that much money on dry shampoo. So maybe this one will be really nice. I'm gonna test it a little bit with my hand. All right, it's definitely gonna be be a kind that has a white cast to it, so people with darker hair, you're definitely going to have to take a minute and really, really rub it in to try to get rid of that grayish cast it gives your hair. But honestly, the detox one does that too, and it's my favorite. I really, really like it. Alright guys, that is all the products for this month, so let's go ahead and read some prices and do some bad math and see how much we got. So the vintage highlighter is $35 for this little guy. The crown brush, if I can find it right here, is $12.99. The Oscar Blandi spray is it's $23. Why is dry shampoo so expensive? So even if I do really like this, I can't go out and buy another bottle because $23, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't. The Pure Cosmetics cheek stain is $26. I don't know, guys. I don't know about that. So it's $26 and you only get 0.19 ounces. I just don't know about it. It really looks like a kindergarten dried up glue stick. Like, I work with kindergartners. I've thrown 1,000 of these away. They lose the caps. I don't know what they do with them. They eat them. They shove them in their backpack. I don't know where they go, but they lose them constantly. And this is what you end up with, like a dried up looking glue stick. So for me, I'm gonna say this is slightly overpriced. Looks really cute, but definitely, in my opinion, overpriced. And then finally, we have the Adesse, why can't I say that? The Adesse Ultra Suede Matte Top Coat. This is a full size and this is supposed to be $18. And it actually did work. If you can see the differences between this middle nail here and my other two nails, this one is definitely much more matte than the other two. Very cool. Alright guys, so the total value of this month's box comes to $114.99. Are you impressed by my math? You shouldn't be because I used a calculator. So overall, the value is pretty good. Every single box is going to be over $100. But the products inside of them this month, ooh, I really wasn't super duper impressed with this month. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Please go ahead and leave down in the comments what you guys got in your Boxycharms. I would really, really like to know. Let me know how you're feeling about it, if you feel like the value is decreasing or the products are not as good as they used to be, or if you really like what you're getting. I would love to know all of your opinions. And as always, I just hope you guys have a really, really fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!